Hey, it's Tom
and Mike
from Take Time to Travel.
During our family visit to Sweden, we stayed for a week in the quaint university town of Karlstad in a lovely centrally located accommodation called the Clarion Collection Hotel Drott. The main lobby and seating area was quite stylishly designed, and our hotel room was small, but it had a high ceiling, was nicely decorated, and included 2 side-by-side single beds, a little seating area with a couple of chairs, a desk, a flat-screen TV, a mini-fridge, and over by the front entryway, just next to Tom, there was a compact yet functional bathroom. Everything that we needed. However, our favorite part of our stay was the included buffet meals that took place every day in this bright and tasteful main floor dining room. For breakfast, there would be bacon, eggs, sausages, crepes, cheeses, cold cuts, breads, yogurts, berries, and more to choose from.
In the afternoon, the hotel would also serve fika, a Swedish coffee and cake break, which included a rotating variety of cookies, pastries, and sweets. Then for dinner, the hotel's complimentary buffet was filled with a daily changing assortment of house-made foods and salads. During our stay, we had some tasty meals, including schnitzel, chicken and root vegetables, some type of Thai curry dish with white rice, and whitefish, shrimp, and a creamy sauce with a side of mashed potatoes, which tasted delicious and was one of our favorites. The freshly baked breads were great too. We really enjoyed every meal that we had here and definitely appreciated the wide variety of foods.
After our evening meals, we would frequent the spa area that included a hot tub, as well as a couple of showers and a good-sized sauna to sit back and relax in. It was nice how we were the only people there most of the time. The hotel was also the perfect place to explore the city, since it was right across the road from the Karlstad train station, and just around the corner is the main shopping street called Drottninggatan. It has a couple of small malls where we did a little bit of clothes shopping.
It was also only a few minutes walk to this picturesque little sand beach at the Residensparken that has this cute heart-shaped flower arrangement overlooking the Klarälven River, which is actually the longest river in Scandinavia. We had perfect weather, so we loved coming down here for a Swedish cider, and I guess the locals really enjoyed this pretty spot as well, since it was quite popular in the evenings.
A few minutes walk from the beach is the main square called Stodra Tor, which is a big, wide-open space with some lovely architecture, like this nice building housing the city courthouse, and is where you can catch the Karlstad sightseeing train, check out the street vendors, or maybe have a drink and grab a bite to eat at one of the many inviting restaurants and patios surrounding the square. If our meals weren't included at the hotel, I'm sure we would have been doing a lot of dining around here, and probably on this charming street just off the square called Västra Torggatan.
Another nearby area we really enjoyed is Museen, not far from the beach. It also runs along the Klarälven River and has some beautiful buildings like this hotel and restaurant, as well as this pretty waterfront property half covered in vines. Strolling further along this scenic street, there's some photogenic perspectives across the river, and at the end, there's Museiparken, or the Museum Park. As we wandered underneath this large pergola and into the park, we saw a long reflecting pond, and on the other side is the Värmlands Museum and Restaurant in these colorful buildings. In addition, there's quite an extensive playground area that even included a fairly long zip line that Mike just couldn't resist giving a try. I guess we're all just kids at heart. Now, I didn't take a ride on the zip line myself, but I did take the opportunity to try out this oversized round swing set, which Mike spun me around on a few times, and thankfully I didn't get sick.
On the other side of the museum is this delightful sun deck and a small sandy beach, which continues alongside the river's shoreline for a little bit and then juts out over the water, making for a perfect spot to soak in the sun. We even saw some schools of small fish swimming around. Following the trail behind the museum is another lovely green space called Sandgrundsudden that has some nicely manicured pathways winding through the lush vegetation, which actually reminded us very much of the landscape back home in Canada.
Over by the Lofberg's Coffee Roastery was another beautiful area in Karlstad that's also located along the Klarälven River and has an attractive wooden boardwalk lined with these older red brick buildings with inviting eateries and terraces. There's also many loungers and seating areas next to the boats tied up along the water's edge at the Karlstad Marina, and we were surprised to even find some palm trees here. Strolling further along the waterfront trail, we saw some modern apartment buildings which were surrounded on both sides by the calm and peaceful river. But we turned around and made our way back along the boardwalk and over to the other side where the tour boats were docked, and where we could enjoy some more picturesque views across the waterfront. This seems like a fantastic community to live in.
We had an amazing time in Karlstad. It's such a wonderful little city, and the hotel where we stayed, as well as its food, was excellent. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and check out our Oslo, Norway day trip video, as well as our Stockholm, Sweden travel and food video. And remember, take time to travel. Catch you on the next one.